Happy Friday, Cosmic Explorers. Welcome,
Happy Friday.
welcome to a live edition of Cosmic Insight. And as you know, I'm Hillis, and
I'm Rebecka. Welcome, everybody. This beautiful Friday night. So, how's your week been, Hillis?
my week has been really good. As I am stepping into the ebbs and flows of it all, and especially since Venus went direct, Mercury went direct this week. New moon this week, the 222 portal this week. A lot of stuff happened, but in the ebb and flow of it all, it's been really good. Especially the last 24 hours, as you know, as we were talking earlier. Oh wow. Okay, now this wants to happen. Getting a download now as I'm sitting here. Um just in the ebb and flows of it all, and did a lot of releasing of my own personal energy like in the past 24 hours. So it's been really good. And just wanted to acknowledge all our people really quick. Thank you, John. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Indigo. Thank you, everyone. And
Yes.
yes, Indigo, it is Saturday for you. Thank you. Um,
Yes.
and so, John, really quick, yes, I have survived the Janet Marathon, and it brings me so
Dang.
much joy. You don't know how much I love that woman. But anyway, how's your week been, Rebecca?
How has my week been? It has been an energetic up and down, roundabout we go. I felt like I was on a merry-go-round. To put
Speaking
it
of merry-go-rounds, I almost forgot. I do have a quick announcement for everyone who's watching. As usual, thank you everyone so much for your support, for your donations, for anything that comes in to continue to support us to keep the show going. You guys can definitely click on the link in the description to offer any support. Donations are welcome for us to keep going. And I am also super, super, super duper excited. Save the date on your calendar, February 17th, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing a live Lemoran healing event. And so, guys, stay tuned for
I
details
got
for
to do the
that.
music.
Yeah, and Rebecca's going
Dun,
to do the
dun,
music.
dun.
So yeah, so I'm excited for that. Guys, stay tuned for details for that. But yeah, you know, this has been, I want to say, with everyone that I've talked to, and I know that you talk to people too, with
You.
clients and non I know you talk to people every day. I talk to people every day. But more specifically, talking to some of my clients, I know that you've been talking to your friends
Mhm.
that the past few weeks has definitely been interesting in the space of acceleration of the energy. Uh, and so, care to share what you have been experiencing or what other people, been talking to, been experiencing?
Yeah, for me personally, as I said, it's been a roller coaster for me. And and Mercury just didn't it end today or the yesterday where it was the retrograde went
Yeah.
out and the 222 portal and all the solar flares were really kicking me in my ass this week. The solar flares really got me. I realized I'm very connected to solar flares. I'm like Hillis. I talked to Hillis all night. I'm like, oh my God, I'm burning up. Is there another solar flare? But just feeling that energy. And you know what it's all about right now? I'm realizing right now, you know, it's like everybody on the planet has gone through this, this just huge transformation. And now we're at the kind of in between zone is what I feel like right now of everybody like kind of figuring out how they're navigating this new energy, b
Mhm.
how this new energy is communicating with them and how they communicate with it,
Yeah.
c how do I want to show up in the world now? What do I want to do? I know I've heard a lot of people like, I don't want to do what I do anymore. There's this huge transform, this huge pull of all this new energy. The data points have been moving up that it's just bringing this whole where everybody's questioning. And I know I've been questioning myself, like, how do I want to show up now, basically? And what do I want to do from this point on? in the world, and what do I need to let go of, because all that old stuff. So I know a lot of people, for me myself, and as you said as well, you've been shedding a lot of energy. That's what's coming up, that thick, we've been on such a roller coaster of transformation for a while now, for years now. And now it's kind of like we're at the bottom of the barrel of that thick molasses. And that is sometimes the most difficult stuff to clear out. We've been cleaning it and cleaning it and cleaning it, but now we're at that place, at that pivotal point of having a clean barrel again,
Yeah.
and getting to. And I invite everyone listening to this now or in the future to really start to get excited about what they want to create, and really start to sit in the joy of what that creation looks like. Because for the first time, we have the opportunity now. Healing's faster, everything's speeding up. We can create, we can manifest much faster. So it's just a whole new way of being human.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that you brought that up. And so what's I find
Oh,
interesting
and
from
this week I got my hair cut finally. It's a mess right now, but I finally got my hair cut. So that made me feel really good. So
yeah.
self-love, people. Okay, I'm done.
And so what's really interesting, and this is from a perspective of healer perspective, been having clients and friends alike connecting with me, say, hey, I'm seeing spirits around me. Hey, I'm feeling this negative energy around me. Hey, what's happening? Hey, I don't know what to do anymore. And I'm like, whoa, let's take a breath. Let's take a minute here. And what is really fascinating about that is that when people begin to see and feel this low vibrating energy, it's often a reflection of themselves. It's often a
Mhm.
reflection of a soul fragment, a portion of their soul that is coming to revisit them. It's a reminder of the reflection of who they are. And so this energy shows up in a way that we can see it, in a way that is tangible with our vision or even with our senses, it is in that we then begin to question, am I going crazy? Am I freaking out?
Mhm.
No, because this is something that we haven't been used to. So we immediately have this knee-jerk reaction of going into fear.
Mhm.
Sometimes, if I'm in a space and I'm unfamiliar with, yeah, it's just our knee-jerk reaction to have this experience of fear, and really understanding that, okay, this is a new experience. Why am I afraid? Is it because
Mhm.
it's new? Is it because something's going to get me? The boogeyman is going to come get me. A spirit is going to come grab me. Is this an alien that's going to come snatch me up? And so it's okay to let your mind go there. It's okay to let your mind
Mhm.
have these thoughts, because the sooner you have these thoughts, the sooner you can process it, the sooner you can get to the reality of it, to the truth of it. And the truth of it is that you're changing, you're evolving. And sometimes when our senses kick in, when our abilities kick in, they kick in a way that's not normal, or what perceives to be normal, because what is normal anymore? It is in that energy that we allow ourselves to really uh, honor that, to honor the wholeness, the beingness of what we are.
Yeah, and talking about that, actually, the guy who cut my hair the other night was just like talking about a lot of things, of seeing things and stuff. It's very interesting. And finding now that and this is a little off from the spirit thing, but you know start to really, if you're kind of in a box about talking about this stuff, people are waking up. And just remember that. So what, don't go, and I don't know why I go on this tangent. I feel like I need to spread this. The more we can open up and talk about stuff that's happening, the more we can raise the consciousness around of us, of what is going on. And a lot of
Mhm.
people, are kind of, I feel, still stuck in the old pattern of what was, and not realizing that everybody's shifting right now. And people, they might not even be talking about expanding out, or things coming to them, or seeing things. They probably are keeping it to themselves. However, you know the more we, the people who are awake, can start to bring those conversations up to kind of question and see where they are and back off if somebody's getting freaked out, but kind of see you might intrigue someone to open up, to help them along their path. And in saying that, also remember too, there's a lot of distraction energy going on right now. And that this goes to what you were saying, Hillis, about the fear and seeing things in the shadows in those parts of us, because we are being distracted right now because we're in the we're in that balance of fear and love right now. Love is starting to move up, but that fear is coming up because we have, since the beginning of time, we've lived in a fear-based society. We've lived in a fear-based consciousness, and now that consciousness is shifting to a love base. So the fear is going to fight and distract you to keep you locked in the norm. And just
Yeah.
remember that. But once I say, I've said this many and many a times, if you chose to be here in this time, you are a badass. And I'm serious when I say that, because it is difficult. It's a very interesting time to advocate and to navigate. However, very beautiful time, because we get to be in this new creation of just this yumminess that's about to open up, and we're not there yet. We're
No.
still kind of going. That's why the distractions. So the more you can not be pulled back from those distractions, and like and the fear is going to come up, the inner child's going to come up. All of that's going to come up, but it's
Yeah.
taking the time to breathe, stop, and be aware of it and address it, and don't run from it, and don't be afraid of it. Be like, oh my God, sweetie, you're having a meltdown right now, and you're in your anger, I'm to your inner child if it's having a breakdown, or you're seeing something, just be open with it and discuss it. If you see a shadow, hey, what's up? What do you need? you know
Yeah.
I talk about this
Exactly.
all the time,
Exactly.
that I know I can feel, and out there I'm like, what do you want? I've had interdimension, I've had people, I've had crazy, but you've got to like be open to it, and don't be afraid to address it, because I know there's a lot of watchers that come through. I call them watchers, from other dimensions, that come in and kind of are just watching humanity right now, where we're going. And they I feel them all the time, and when they come through, it's just like, talk to them, and then they'll freak out if you notice them. So it's like fun, you catch them off guard, so you're like afraid of them, they're afraid of you too. So if you can catch them off guard, they're like, oh shit, she saw me, or she's feeling me. And so it's how we're getting at is, energy is energy, and it's playful, it's movable, it's stretchable, it's changeable, it's flexible, no matter what it is, what vibration it is, it's movable. So play with it,
Yeah.
don't be afraid of it. Okay,
Exactly.
that's all.
No, that's beautiful. And so as he was talking, I was really thinking about what Bridget said, that she thought that she dealt with all that stuff and it's coming back again.
Mhm.
This is a big, 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 big thing, especially now, because that, being a practitioner, being one of this, you know, I work with people all the time. It's like, I thought I dealt with that. Well, guess what? Me too. I thought I dealt with my stuff. And guess what? It's coming back up again. And so, being a healer, being one who is connected to all of this, especially uh, as the energy shifts and it's malleable and
Ooh.
it's turning in all these spaces, we have to allow ourselves to give ourselves permission to revisit what needs to be revisited, because if we have to revisit, there's a reason for it. It's potentially the root cause of whatever it is that you experienced. It's the root cause of the solution. And I'm going to start because Rebecca has a thought and I want her to say what she's going to say before she's forget, so say it.
I know I do forget very fast. No, what came to me while you were saying that, I just got a hit that we need to be very mindful. Yes, it's coming up from our human experience, but people who are awake, we're advocates for a whole entire ancestor family. So it might be coming up in your consciousness, your level here and then now. This is just what came to me, because you're actually clearing out the past ancestral patterns of your family. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And
And
you're
I was
coming into
getting
this
to
world.
that. You quantum leaped ahead.
Well, I'm a master at that. So,
I
but
know
yeah,
that's what
so,
you do,
so my,
but
and it's checking in.
Yeah, and sometimes we have to be in that space, and just want to put up John's comment really
Yeah, I
quick,
just saw that.
where he said we can clear ourselves. We must remain aware that it can always come back. So it's always best
Yeah.
to maintain love vibration. And so yeah, that's
Yeah.
absolutely true,
And
John. And so when we are in this space, when we are revisiting this energy, we, like Rebecca just said, we are not just, clearing the root causes of ourselves. We are also clearing the root causes of that lineage, and not
yeah.
necessarily our ancestral lineage. It could also be our own personal past life lineage,
Mhm.
meaning that you are clearing energy from multiple past lives. Yeah, I know, right? Can you imagine clearing energy from multiple past lives? That's a lot of energy to clear out.
A lot of energy.
Yeah, and I said this before that on the show, that as we are moved into, um, as the Earth planet moved into fourth dimensional energy, okay,
Mhm.
as we have moved into that space, there's no more karmic debt. So the only way to clear away any residual energy is to revisit it and to clear it yourself, to clear it with the assistance of someone, with Rebecca or myself. The only way to really resolve or dissolve that space is to say, done,
Mhm.
because it doesn't serve you, because we're and I'm just gonna, just for Pete's sake, just to repeat it, there, as a collective, there are some of us that still is in 3D and possibly will remain in 3D. And
Mhm.
there are those who are straddling between 3D and 4D. There are those who are in 4D, and there are those who are going between 3D and 4D. Then you have other people that are going between 4D and 5D. And so we're all over the place as a collective.
Mhm.
And so when we allow ourselves to pause in whatever energy that we're in, to clear what needs to be cleared, and you can only necessarily do the clearing, the dissolving of the energies from the higher spaces.
Mhm.
So, like in the fourth and fifth dimensions, this is the only place where you can do absolute clear energy, as Indigo just talked about, taking ourselves back to 0 point.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet, Indigo, but that's the only place where you can possibly do the clearing, is in fourth and fifth dimensional energy, to bring yourself back to zero, because we are clearing ancestral energy. We are clearing our own past life energy, anything that is affecting us in this now, because everything is happening now. No matter how many lives you lived, no matter where you lived them, you're clearing it all now.
Mhm. Exactly. And there's just a lot that's happening right now. I had a laugh at Bridget. I've been
Yeah,
talking
I
about
saw
my
that.
parents and grands this week. Oh my gosh, I went through that period, Bridget. I so get it. We're just yeah, and that's you, congratulations, because when you get to that point where you're cussing everyone out, that's you saying, and I know you being a people pleaser, the people pleasers, or setting boundaries. That's all about setting boundaries. You cuss
Yeah.
people out because you say, I've had enough of living this way, and setting boundaries with new people and moving up to bring your space into that self-love of yourself. And that's so important right now, that vibration of love and that alignment of balance of who you are, because I know more than anything right now you're out of balance. Keeping yourself in balance is the biggest way to navigate yourself right now, is just to constantly keep yourself, and it's going to go like this all the time, but to know your triggers and know, oh, when I'm feeling this way, I'm out of balance right now, let me stop, step back, take a breath, and just check in with myself. And just always check in with yourself, because if you're not in balance, just everything goes downhill. Oh my god, fuck it, therapy, yes, Indigo.
Yeah, you guys have to go back and watch our the show we did on the word fuck. You guys have to watch the show. It's the best
Oh my
show
God, Hillis,
ever.
I'm so proud of you. Look how far you've come.
Don't even get me started, because I want to say this before I forget to be, and then we move into that. Um, well, I guess it said what needed to be said, but I'm going to move into uh I didn't expect to talk about this, but I guess it has to come up. So
Yeah.
if anyone's been watching Netflix, I've been doing my best to whittle my TV time down. Okay, but there was maybe about an hour left before the show aired, and I'm like, what am I going to watch? I don't want to get engrossed in anything right now. So I found this really funny comedy on Netflix called Bonding.
Is it sex
And
bonding?
huh?
Is it sex bonding?
Yeah, these are 15-minute episodes where it's about this gay guy and and friend from high school,
Oh, I've
and
watched that show. It's hysterical. I know what you're
it's
talking about
really
now.
funny. And I just started watching it, and the thing is, what I appreciate about it is because it's allowing me, and the reason why I bring it up, it's allowing me to reflect upon my inner self, to bring that space into balance. Because when we are in balance, you are at your most powerful, and I can
Mhm,
attest to that because the past 24 hours, I've been in heavy meditation, clear what needs to be
mhm,
cleared, and I could tell you that it's, when I feel the release, I like really feel it in a physical way, and it is in that. And that even talking about the word fuck or shit or whatever have you, it's about having uh, balance, and it's about honoring and
mhm,
respecting your whole being,
mhm,
in this human experience. It's okay to have, levity, because people always think I'm super serious and like, just, this guy. And so now it's bringing the humor, the comedy, the other forms of expression back into balance, because people know me as a writer, people know me as a teacher, people know me as a healer, but they don't really know me on a personal level. Very few do. And so I say this to allow for you to know the when in balance, there's no limitation to who you are, to what you can become, to anything that is simply who you are, to be that. And, and it's a beautiful unfolding, a beautiful experience. Wouldn't you agree?
yes, I definitely would agree. And it's I was just thinking. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked because I was just thinking those things while you were talking at the same time. You know, but with this new moon in the in the age of Aquarius and everything, we're in this 222 portal. It's just like it's such a little powerful bubble right now,
Yeah.
um, to create just this whole new way, more so than ever. You can feel the energy shifting and cutting just everything. So, I always say before too, yeah, just be kind to yourself right now. Just
But
give
you
yourself
know, no, but
what?
as you're talking, I want to ask this question to everyone, even ask it to you. What is love? You know, we often hear love and in the word unconditional love. So you guys that are watching, I want to see some of your comments. What is
Yeah.
love? What is love for you? Because I can define love in so many ways. I can define love, in a platonic way, in a romantic way, in a sexual way, in a parental way. There's all these levels and layers of love, but what is love? I mean, even when we would talk when we had Neil on the show, I mean,
Yes.
his definition of love, and getting back to the presence of unconditional love. But what
Mhm.
is that? I know, right? It's almost something you
I'm
really
I'm
can't
just going into
define.
the feeling. So, I the the best thing I can relate love to, um, I mean, there's many things. It's that joy in your heart. It's that, you know, um, for me though, I remember, I think I've told this story before when I was in hypnotherapy school, we were doing breath work.
Hmm.
And during this session that we were doing, it was very profound for me. It was just amazing what happened. And, um, I feel like I was shown what it was like to die, but I also was shown what it was like to feel love,
Hmm.
in that space where I raised myself to be. embodied by this energy, and of bliss, of peace, of just, I just can't there's no words to explain it. So
Right.
it's just a feeling. It's really just, and I think different people have different definitions of that. Like I think it's different for everyone, but it's to me, it's just being in the vibration and the alignment of who you truly are,
Yeah,
and feeling
exactly.
that beautiful energy of who you are in a
Yeah,
space of grace.
yeah.
As
I'm just gonna put this comment up that John just put up. Love is putting others ahead of yourself, not having to control anything or anyone, just accept it as it is. And blessed by the best, she said that peace,
Mhm.
grace, and bliss, and Denise Chadwick are just all hearts. And
Yeah.
then
Let's shout
Indigo is
out
like,
in the center.
right, and then Indigo is love is something you can't that words cannot fully define due to its depth, its vastness, which is endless, all encompassing and beautiful. And
Yeah, there's different levels. What is your
yeah,
definition?
and as of late, because my personal story,
Yeah.
and it's really hard to define these days. You know what I mean? Like I just mentioned, I mean, there's that love I have for my father. There's the
Mhm.
love I have for my mother who's in spirit. There's the love I have for my best friends. There's the love I have for you. There's the love I have for my clients. The love that I have for everyone who's watching this. The love that I have for myself. The love that I have to be in a better place, in a better situation. There's the love that I have for me expressing myself on different levels, creatively, sexually, romantically, and trust me, the sexual part has been the fun part as of late. But but
No comment.
it's it's really you to put a definition on something that is
There's no definition.
not tangible. I
Mm-mm.
mean, and I don't say tangible in the way you can't touch it. You can't, because if you put a box or a label on it, then you
Mhm.
limit the capability
Mhm.
of this limitless, this potential energy that is holding us in this space right now. This massive amount of energy that is holding us, lifting us up, supporting us. And and in sessions that I have with my clients, there's a part of the session where I get to talk about Mother Earth,
Mhm.
where Mother Earth is here, with us, and she is doing all of this with no expectation, asking nothing in return.
Mhm.
And that's, I think, the beginning of that definition,
Yes.
where something is done in the purest form of appreciation, in
Mhm.
the purest form of your being,
Mhm.
where there is no expectation put upon it. You
It's almost
do
like,
it because it's who we are.
doing it from that place of 0 point,
Yeah.
with no judgment, no nothing, just this just beautiful yumminess.
And all its flavors, whether it
Orgasmic,
be
it's orgasmic yumminess.
now, see, you're gonna have me on here one day reading some very intimate poetry.
See, I know, Hillis. I'm here to push you out of your box.
Well, no, the thing is, so I kid you not. So there's a friend who could be a friend that's coming in town, who
Mhm.
I may try to see. One of my friends from a connection camp, really fun guy. I love him. A really amazing musician. And one night we did open mic poetry or open mic creative space at this thing
Mhm.
called Connection Camp. And I think I told you about this. I don't know if I ever talked about it
I
on the
think so.
show.
I have memories.
And so it's so in this space, it's all these creatives. So you have musicians, writers, poets, everything. And it's been a long time since I read some poetry. This was about maybe almost 4 years ago now. This was pre-COVID, obviously. And so I was inspired to read some dirty limericks that night, and I did, because usually I'm not prudish, but I usually don't go out and express
Mm-hmm.
myself that way. And so I read this poem that was, and I can't read it all the time, because if I do,
Do you read some erotica?
yeah, something that I wrote about a personal
Mhm.
experience. That's everything that I write is my own. Everything is
Mhm.
original. But anyway, after I read it, the celebration that followed was unexpected, and for the rest of that weekend, people would stop me and say, "I want to know more about that poem." I'm like, "No." I mean, but I say that because, we're having this conversation about love, and how love moves and intertwines and threads its
Yeah.
way through life, and creates these multidimensional experiences, these multifaceted spaces in us to be this human, to be in this space. So yeah, it's
And
beautiful.
and love also draws us in when you're in the space of love to want to continue to be in that space, and it draws you into want to open to express more. I mean, when you're in fear, you just get in the doldrums and depressed and blah blah blah. You're in love, and I mean, it helps to open those creative juices and juices in your sacred, so you can start to create more. And you give, so that it is a feeling and an energy, and that we need to tap into more, to express, and be in that space, because it's part of the creation of a new.
So real quick, I see there's a little comment thread going here, and I want to us to take time to address this.
Sure.
With Miss Angela, I still get confused about feelings, emotions, and thoughts. What are they actually? Um, and so thank you, Indigo, and thank you everyone for chiming in to
Mhm.
assist Princess Angela in regards to this, until we got to this. And so we're going to do this, and then we're going to move into our spirit questions. So you guys get your spirit questions ready, and we can go ahead and, yeah, there's another download coming in right now too. I still get confused about feelings and emotions. So my dear Princess Angela, um,
Can you clarify what exactly you're confused about?
yeah, be- yeah, if you can, Princess Angela, because what I feel is that you are in a midst of personal transformation.
Mhm.
And so there is lack of clarity on what it is that you are feeling, whether if it's your thoughts, your energy, or someone else's thoughts or energy, or what it may be. Um, and it just really is moving in this space. And if you are on here, I suggest that you stay on here with us to the end till we do
Yeah,
the
she just
Q&A.
comment to love yourself is the best love you can ever give, acceptance of yourself and others.
Yes, I
That's
love
what
that. Thank you
she much. Thank you for that.
for that. Yeah. Yeah, and so I think that's what you have to allow yourself to move into, Princess Angela, is to understand why you get confused. Just to step into the understanding of why you get confused about what you think about, what you feel about, and understand that the feeling of what you feel is valid, and the emotion of what you feel is valid. And so, okay, I'm gonna do this really quick because this just came to me. So, when I teach about the law of vibration, I teach it like this in this formula, and I think you will get a better space of clarity with this. So, when we have thoughts, feelings, and words, okay? So, when we want to create, we want to manifest, when there's the energy involved, we first have our thoughts. And every thought no matter how many thoughts we have a day, 1,000+ thoughts a day. Okay, these thoughts are neutral.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing tied to them. They are just thoughts. And every thought we have, they just keep cycling through till one really gets our attention. Then when that thought gets our attention, it is our feeling slash emotion that of that thought that gives that thought more energy, more fuel. And this is based from our experience.
From your
And
beliefs.
yes, exactly, from our previous experience and our belief system. And so if you go out to, know if you're gonna go out and touch a hot stove, or if you know that you shouldn't be doing something, you're gonna get yelled at for not doing what you're supposed to be doing. All these experiences trigger the thought patterns, the feelings, the energies, the emotions that are connected to that thought, whether if it's a new thought or a recurring thought. And then this is when our words come into play to give that energy even more fuel for it to manifest. And so we say things like, "Oh, darn it, I wish I hadn't done that. Oh, well, I'm going to get in trouble now. Oh, I'm going to get yelled at because of something that you did or didn't do." So it is in that space of the misconception of the belief system, your experiences and your beliefs that are tied to the emotions and thoughts of that experience that you're manifesting and creating for yourself.
With emotions called the symptom behavior. So that's our reaction to our emotions. So, um, belief systems are formed usually by, most belief systems that we have. Now, I'm not saying most of them, a lot of them that we have are formed from things from usually from childhood, from our inner child. So 99% of people around this world are literally function from their inner child unless they clear this stuff. And, it- and from that belief of so example, a quick example, I don't know if this a thought example would be, let's say if you're a young child and your mother left you in the playpen
Yeah.
and you wanted her attention and she was busy cleaning the house, so she didn't have time in that moment to pick you up. So what happens in that moment? You bring in this thing, I'm unloved, I'm unworthy, my mom does, or whatever you conjure up. So in that experience, you also attach to that emotions. So you feel unloved and it starts to go into your body. And then you have the feelings that move, and then you form symptoms and behaviors that go, the patterns. So that pattern will play out. So anytime your
Mm.
body has that same kind of experience, it goes back to when you were 2 years old in a playpen and be like, "Oh my gosh, I need to react this way. I need to my chest needs to get hot. I need to feel this, open up to this, feel this emotion inside, get anger or whatever feeling of fear, whatever you choose to do that, and then you'll play out the symptom behaviors and continue that pattern." So that's, and
Yeah.
from that thought, from that experience. So it all kind of intertwines together, and the key is just to notice those patterns so you can reframe those patterns. So I hope that helped.
Exactly. Yeah, I love that. Thank you for adding on to that. And John, just a quick thought. Thought can be one or two things in any given moment: positive thought or a negative thought. John, I love that,
Mhm.
but that's a whole other animal for a whole nother show, because I don't believe in negative thoughts anymore. I mean, I typically say, where are you on the vibrational scale of energy?
Mhm.
Low or high? And that in that vibrational scale is also the emotional scale. So that just really resonates with the energy and feel that you're going to create and what you're going to manifest for yourself. I'm going to leave it at that, and we're going to get to the questions. And so,
Yeah.
you okay?
A card went flying across the room.
Oh, that must have been for Colette.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Colette has very beautiful, strong energy. Her and I've been working together for a
Mhm.
while, and so um, thank you for Colette for tuning in and watching with us. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. And you can go ahead and you can go first, my dear Rebecca,
Oh, so
because it
I'm just
went
gonna
flying
show you.
across the room. I wasn't even ready.
You know me, I'm always jumping ahead. So beautiful, beautiful. I'm just going to show you the card I pulled, and just, I got an answer right away, but I don't like to, timelines and where you are right in this point can shift and change depending on choices you make. So I don't really like to go into that, but I did pull, and we can see the
Yeah.
Moon Maiden, new beginnings. So, Miss Beautiful Colette, with your beautiful energy and where you are right now, the moon is full. The moon is opening up for a new direction for you. And what I'm feeling is, with this, I see it's in the beginnings. You are in a new beginning, whatever unfolds around that. But just step into that energy of your heart right now as you move forward of what you want to create and manifest, and it will come through for you.
Yes. And I will definitely 100% agree with you, because what I'm feeling in that is that space. And this came up. There's another download coming in. Uh, and, okay. This
Right.
always happens on the show. Always on the show.
And get clear what you
Um,
truly want is what I'm getting right now.
I'm
You need to
sorry.
get, while your download was coming down, I was just saying what Colette, I'm what I'm feeling right now and what's coming through is to get really clear of what truly you desire.
Yes.
And
100%
that we
agree.
talked about love and we talked about joy and we talked about vibration. That's what you need to follow.
Yes. Yes, I 100% agree with you. And then, my dear Colette, this is just a reminder for you, because we talked about this before about you and the consultation. That word is big, bold, and flashing in my face. Consultation. So remember that is part of what you are to do. This new job, new direction. Yes, it is good. It will bear fruit for you, but the bigger fish, I feel, is what you are after, is definitely the path of consultation for you, my dear.
So I have a question
Yes.
because I'm nosy. I see it like a feed going on. What is this smoke? I see Princess Angela. I'm in the smoke. Is that the smokehouse?
I believe that was in reference to the questions about the thoughts and emotions.
Oh, okay. I thought there was another
Yeah.
question. Are you home or in the smoke?
And
I'm
Princess
just
Angela
being
said
nosy.
that
I'm like,
she's in the
what's the
smoke.
smoke?
Yeah, you guys got to let us know what the smoke is all about. But
Because you intrigued me.
yeah,
Inquiring minds want to know, and that would be me.
yeah. Um, so you both are awesome. I love to take you on codes with me. Oh, so I guess, John, I guess you want a code then. Okay. Do you have any codes?
Of course, I pulled him a card. I've already done that.
Well,
So, John. Wow. Um, I'll show you the card in a second, but I'm just gonna, what's coming to me. I pretty much, as you know, I just do oracle cards. I don't really get into tarot. Oracle just resonate with me as my way to talk with spirit. But you got in the hand, the universe is your partner. So, and it's just a beautiful card. Um, and what comes to me in Hillis, let me know, you're in this space of grabbing your universe and that heart opening and expansion. And I feel like you had some really dark days not too long ago, but now you're finally finding your light that was lost and finding your way to a whole nother level of working with the universe, where you were, I feel like there was a lot of resistance going on before with you. Around, I'm getting around job and some home stuff and just some personal, I don't want to get in, some personal things. But sweet dear, um you got it. Just connect. It's there.
yeah.
So I hope that oh my god, I love it. It falls down every time now.
Yeah, that's how you know spirit is strong.
Hillis is moving through the veil.
Yeah, is come on down. Yeah, yeah.
So I hope
So
that helped, John. And how about you, Hillis? What are you feeling around that?
um, well, that's confirmation. But no, and so, John, what I definitely feel is that you are definitely supported in all that you are and all that you are doing for yourself. So the energy around doubt, the energy around fear, you have to allow that to let go. The space of the space that you're in right now is you have to allow yourself to process the emotional space to get clear in the path of what you want to, because the emotional space is creating doubt, that creating confusion in that. So as you move forward and become clear, so will your path. So sit in the space of clarity, my friend, and all will manifest for you.
And I'm getting right now for everyone, just remember we're in the year of the tiger right now, which just started, and that's a water, and that there's a lot of this is going to be a very, very, very emotional year for a lot of people. Um, just take it down, Hillis. Show your authentic self or disappear. Be the cloak.
I mean,
So
yeah.
I just wanted to remind everybody that, as Hillis was, thank you for that, Hillis, just going through that, just to remember this is a very emotional year, and check in with yourself, with your emotions.
Yes, 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 yes. And moving on to our one of our new watchers, Miss Robin Water Dykes. Thank you for coming
Oh,
on and
there she
watching
is.
with us.
She
I
has a little
haven't.
robin. Is that a little robin?
Yeah, it
Or,
is
or is it a
a
cardinal?
robin for a robin.
Is it a robin or a cardinal?
Well, it looks like a robin.
Oh.
A robin
Ooh.
for a robin.
Speaking of
Um,
birds, I have to put up a picture. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I got excited. What? I'll
um,
finish my story later. Finish. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, 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 no. I was just moving on because I thought you already had a card pulled for robin.
No, I got sidetracked.
Oh, oh, but now we know the smoke is London. Why? Okay, so you guys have to tell us why
We
did they
need
call
to know that
London the smoke?
lingo. It's
Why
London,
did? Yeah. Oh, because it's always foggy. Is that why they call London the
or a lot of
smoke?
factories.
I don't know. It just hit me that because London is foggy and they
Oh,
call
it
it the
is
smoke.
Robin.
Because I've been to London a few times and it has been quite foggy. Um, but
I've
yes,
never been. Well, I have been, just not in this lifetime.
yeah. Um, highest. So what's the card that you have
Ooh,
for Miss Robin?
she gets two.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I got. It's always the end of the show when I get sidetracked. I go, woo! I need to ground myself. So this was upside down, and I don't really read upside down. These are which cards do I have tonight? The Shaman Dream by Colette. The Cosmic Wound, the Divine Feminine, but it's really cool. So, and the second one is the Jewel Web of Connectivity
Yeah.
that came to
It's
you.
totally in alignment with what I'm feeling. But
And
yeah.
what you're feeling. And
Yeah.
what I'm feeling is this whole movement of you, Robin, moving into your own divine feminine. And as you do that, embrace that and find that balance in between. You're opening up to connect at so many different things. I feel like most of you've been in this stuck place of that balance in between the masculine and the feminine, and claiming that femininity, where you've ran from it a lot. It's been shut down and closed down, and it's time to open that up, to connect to this beautiful web that's out there. Oh, I'm sorry, this card just brought back memories of being on top of the pyramid of the sun years ago. I didn't mean and I was shown the web of life on top of the pyramid of the sun. It all came down and saw the whole web. So I'm just reminiscing here. This just kind of this card remind me of that. But yeah, Robin. So that's what I'm feeling, is just opening up to the connectivity, not being afraid of it, and really embracing that divine feminine part of yourself that you have not given yourself permission to fully embody. Hillis, half a Hillis.
Yeah, no, I mean it's just constant. I mean just so I'm just slowing it down just a little bit. So in regards to what I feel for you, my dear Robin, as you are sitting in this space, you are sitting in the space of creation, the space of creativity for yourself, and you are cutting yourself off in a way, or have cut yourself off from the place of creation to a space to create a newness for yourself. And so as you sit in the sacred womb space, the space of creation, you now have the opportunity to create through this sacred space, and then allow yourself to branch off, to network, to create even more for yourself. And so with whatever emotion, whatever it is, whatever you're stuck in, whatever stagnant, you have to allow that to be moved and to be released for you to step into this new divine space of creativity for yourself, for yourself, for your being, for the totality of who you are. Yeah, I know it's a lot, right?
I know, that's why I needed to ground myself a few minutes. I was getting a little out there. You know,
Yeah,
I go all over the place when I get out there, so I need to
yeah.
I
So
need
yeah,
to
just
reel myself in.
yeah. So just remember, Robin, to allow yourself to move from the space of stagnation and move into the space of creativity to allow yourself to blossom and grow.
So what just came through, Robin, for me? What can you create today that you're afraid to? What can you create today that you were afraid to create in the past?
Yeah. And Robin and I, we had this little, almost like a little chat about this, so she knows. She knows. Moving forward to Miss Deborah. Hello, Deborah, and welcome back. Thank you for always being consistent and watching
Yes,
us and
I love
sharing.
her picture of her kitty.
I know. Um, yeah, what I hear for you, Deborah, is that you are on the right track, on the right path. However, you are getting tripped up. Um, that you're getting tripped up or caught up in the past. You're getting caught up and tripped up by whatever space of emotional space or confusion you're in. And so, with you being caught up in that space time energy, it's
Mm.
hard for you to move forward and to see what is meant for you to see for yourself. So, let go, move on, and the best way to do that is honor what it is that you feel and talk to it, have a conversation with it. Yeah, Rebecca.
Yes, I love the card I got for
Wee,
you, Deborah.
wee.
That popped up. Oh my gosh, I think it's such a beautiful card. It's the Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. And it's number 22, which just what did we just come out of the 222 portal, which is all about releasing all that old pain. And I just love this because um it's such an embrace inside of holding ourselves at a new level, of bringing in that embracement. Don't be tricked by don't be tricked by what's really not painful, even though you believe it is, if that makes sense. I feel like you're caught in this cycle of, and I'm not even going to say the victim, because it's not a victim thing. It's just in this cycle of going into this space um of tricking yourself of being in pain when you're truly not. And it's time to let that go. I mean, you see this beautiful being, just this beautiful being ready to fly with the new, with the moon and the behind it, and the full moon behind it, and it's embracing to go within, um so you can expand out.
Yeah, she knows.
I know she is.
Oh, my dear Deborah, thank you. And
Thank you. Mwah.
and last one for
Is
Miss
that everyone?
Indigo. Last one.
We got I think we missed. Did we miss someone? I feel like we missed someone.
No, we got it. I got it covered.
We got Janice Wisnowski
Janice Sidnowski.
Oh,
I
she's
mean, it
at
was just
7:48 p.m. She has a little kitty too.
oh well, okay. Then Janice is
Okay.
the last one, and
Janice, I got your back, sister.
I know. Well, see, I'm going in order.
Well, you're talking to me.
Yeah, I know. Always time jumping ahead.
It's so fun
So
wrangling me, isn't it, Hillis?
yeah, um, I'll just let Rebecca take this one because you and I are talking in the morning, my dear, and I am so excited to connect with you and to be of service to you and for you. So what do you have, Rebecca?
For Indigo, beautiful Indigo. First of all, sending my love to Patty and her mother and his mother.
Yes, yes.
Um, and oh my god, I love this card because I love the whales. They are just the keepers of wisdom.
So there's
So
the
you have
whale
the
song.
whales now, my dear, and the whales are just here on this planet as the keepers of wisdom, and it's so like I just want to hear that, feel the flow that you're about to come into, and
Mhm.
stepping into your song and allowing what's true within your heart to resonate and bringing that resonance. The whales sing at a vibration of resonance. And where can you open up to bring that resonance of you, to bring yourself full circle? And it has to, once again, you see the water on here. It's a very moving card. Of the emotions that need to flow through, so you can find that resonance, and we'll go back again to the balance, of where you need to flow right now, because things are shifting and changing at such a deep level for you, that it's moving up. And I feel like you need to tap into a whole new level of you. Why are you laughing?
Because she's going to start doing this tomorrow with me.
Well, see,
Well,
that's
yeah,
how it works.
yeah, she's
Anyhow,
opening
so
up.
that's what I have.
Yeah, she's opening up. So I'm happy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Sorry. Ah,
So this is just confirmation, Indigo.
I'm in love right now. I'm in joy and just fun.
I know. And so Janice will be the last one, and then we will move on to the tune-up. And so
Did somebody
Janice
else
is
just
asked,
pop in?
huh, what, huh?
Oh, Carrie Weaver popped in.
And so Janice wants to
Denise,
know, is there a card for her?
yes, there is one for you, and I love your little kitty picture.
Let's just double check. Will you pull the card? I'm just double checking to make sure that we have not missed
Carrie
anyone.
Weaver.
Ah, yeah, she just popped in. Hello. Okay. Let
Oh
it
my
out. Let it
gosh.
out.
What?
So let it out. Let it out.
Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. Oh my gosh, this is why I said the kitty. Because look at the card that came up. Ah!
Oh, and it's a 33, so it's a
And it's a
master card.
33. It's a MasterCard, Joyful Music Inspiration. So, Miss Janice, this is me telling, like, you need to step into that creative, artsy side, drawing, music, fun. Just let your freaking hair down and just dance and have a good old time. Because I feel the heaviness of I feel like there's been a lot of worry around you about some stuff with life, and it's time to, as I said, just let your hair down and give yourself that space just to have fun and play and create at an inner child level.
Yeah.
So that's what the inner, and that will help you to find your inspiration where you're a little stuck right now. So I hope that
Mm.
makes sense.
And so, Janice, my dear, what I feel for you is the strength
Hi, buddy.
that you have will assist you in moving forward with your truest heart's desires in this space of creativity, to allow yourself to express yourself in new ways, to allow the new ways of freedom of expression to be your source of strength, to guide you on your new path of simply allowing for you to simply be who you are and to step into that expression boldly and with strength and with confidence. And so just agree with with the card. I mean, that's what the energy is dictating to me. So thank you for your presence this evening. Um, Miss Carrie Weaver. And the funny thing is, I know
What?
everybody's name on here.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, I'm just being funny because not everyone's name is their name. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Okay,
um,
so I pulled a card for Carrie because I didn't leave
yes.
Carrie out.
Yeah, I know you didn't. I know you got it.
I gotta get everyone. So, my dear, what I got for you, I love this card.
The crossing.
The
Yeah.
crossing initiation. So I feel, my dear, with this card coming through, you're at a crossroads of uplevelment, of stepping through the mirror on the bridge of making a choice of standing in your truth and your power at a whole nother level, setting huge boundaries. And I feel that there's a lot going on in your world right now that might be challenging for you, but those challenges are all part of your path and your journey as you're being initiated to the next level of you. So claim it.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Before I go into what I have for Miss Carrie, Robin, don't go yet, please, because we're about to do the tune-up, and I would like for you to stay to receive this gift of this energy because it's been continuous since the show started, and I feel that you and everyone who is watching will benefit greatly from tonight's tune-up. And so, Carrie, what I have for you, and what's interesting is, I don't know why, but I'm feeling drawn to express to you the picture in your Facebook profile, Forgive Yourself. And so, whatever it is you have to allow yourself to forgive yourself for, step away from. Step away from it and allow for the depth of understanding, the clarity that you are wanting to come in, because this obviously will provide you for the path that is being opened for you, because I feel there's multiple forks in the road, and it's like what I'm seeing is Dorothy and the Yellow Brick Road, and so it is for you to choose the right path, and that path will be uh, uncovered for you once you step into the space of clarity and release the confusion around your emotional space, your emotional identity, and allow for the joy of who you are to really be seen, to step out of that space of fear and doubt. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Um, yeah. So everyone, dun dun dun. It's Friday night, and it wouldn't be
It's time
Friday
to
night
tune up.
without the tune-up.
Without the tune up.
I said it wouldn't be Friday night without the tune-up.
I know.
Because
Get your
everybody's
buzz
been,
on. This is a new way to get your buzz on.
I know who you telling. I've been buzzing all night. Uh,
You see me and my energy right now. I
right?
want to answer Colette Foster's the Oracle deck I was used tonight for that card. I'm just going to show it here.
Yeah.
The Shaman's Dream Oracle, but oh my god, I'm doing great here. I'm sideways.
No, you're
Um,
fine. I can see it.
Colette Baird Reed. So I love her cards. They're just for me where the level I like to work at and how I like to work with people. These really resonate with me. So I always enjoy these cards. So they're pretty. Why are you hot?
I've been hot.
Oh Lord.
You just not seeing me sweat.
Don't let him see you sweat.
Right.
Mind deck also. Oh, mind deck. I actually I anybody asking about, I used the same deck all night tonight. So it was just the one deck that was sitting here. I just was told just to use this specific deck. So everybody had the card from the same deck tonight. I'm pretty sure.
So
Tune up.
yes, I allow you to go, and as I ground in the energies, especially with one of my new friends, Mr. Labradorite here. Connect to the energies of everyone in the space who's watching now and later. To all the beautiful souls, beautiful energies that are emerging, that are present in my space and Rebecca's space, that is connecting all this beautiful energy and souls to watching this now and later, to feel the infinite flow of this divine strength, this divine wisdom, to offer clarity on their path and purpose, for they may receive what they are asking for and allow the path to be opened with grace, with ease, and with light speed.
Okay, for tonight's tune up, what they're telling me right now, they want everyone here listening now, future, or whenever, whatever dimension, timeline, or whatever they're listening to this, to tap into one thing. Or it could be a multitude of things, of the stuckness that you have within yourself right now. If you know it, you don't know it, you could just say, I really don't know why I'm stuck. So just open to that. So they're saying
And
we're
this,
going to clear out the stuckness tonight, and to open up to new place. And as you do, I want you to, as we move through this energy tonight, they're telling me, start to open up. Open your body right now. Say, I am ready to receive no more, no more. And allow yourself to really open and receive this energy tonight, because it's going to move that stuckness out so you can start to create something new. Okay?
I'm ready to receive
Are
no
you ready
more,
to
no
receive
more.
no more, no more? As Aunt Pie always said, no more, no more. And
I'm
that's
ready to
simple
receive
as
no
that.
more, no more.
And here we come. Just everybody take a deep breath in right now. Just let all the worries of the day fold off. We are in the cosmic tune-up, the cosmic energy right now. And I'm feeling Mother Mary is going to be with us this evening, really strongly, to bring in that compassion and to bring in that forgiveness as well as she's coming. Whew. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, my beautiful ones. As I always say, put your hands on your heart, a hand on your stomach. Take a beautiful deep breath in, bringing yourself back to you, whole and complete. As you breathe down, just imagine the roots of your crystalline body attaching to the crystalline, beautiful roots of the earth. As you ground yourself into that new grid that's being created, allowing yourself to detach from the old. For now is time to create a new, to be the spirit you are, creating a new world.
And understand that the time of suffering is over. There's no desire, only the illusion of the attachment of the suffering, the illusion of want, the desire of want, the attachments that we have grown attached to. understand what this attachment means, whether if it's habitual, a routine, a job, a relationship, an object, a material possession, a food, diet, exercise, whatever this attachment is, understand how it defines you as you should in turn define it. As this attachment, does this attachment serve you or do you serve it? Does this attachment, are you serving this attachment? What's the purpose of it? As we delve inside of the mind, delve inside of the heart, delve inside our body, our cells, our energy, our auric field, all the way down to our bone, to the roots, all the way up to the sun, the sky, our soul, and beyond. Am I really attached to this body? Or am I this body? Am I my soul? Am I this energy? What is this? What is this knowing? What is this understanding? What is this peace? What is it that we are allowing ourselves to move into, to be a part of, to reshape? It's not just here on the mother, it is here with the mother, with the universe, with the stars, with the beings, with all existence. Understand the infinite spiral, the infinite love, the space in which we all create from is the same space, the same source. Yes, I smile. Yes, I chuckle. Yes, I laugh. Because it is necessary to bring levity and lightheartedness in this time of impatience, in this time of confusion, in this time of doubt, in this time of pain, so much pain. But yet, we are stronger than what we know as we allow ourselves to stand in the stillness. And as this being, this vessel eloquently put today, that today in stillness we rise. In stillness we become more. In the stillness we rise, and as we do, our light shines. We are seen, we are heard, and showered with unconditional love. And find your stillness, and in turn, you will find and connect to your heart, to your power. But you have to give yourself permission to do so. You have to honor yourself in that space. And as you honor yourself in that space, much more will open to you. And with that, my friends, I honor you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And as my sisters and brothers who I dearly miss, I hold to you, I hold to them, that we are always and forever one.
Woohoo! Well, that was some tune-up. Way to go,
Told
Hillis.
you.
Beautiful.
I told you, you guys didn't want to miss it. It was what needed. I've been feeling it from the beginning, and so glad that you guys stayed on and was here for this. And whatever's left is going to be for me personally. That was the part to share with you. So, you guys, we have some exciting shows coming up. I hope that you guys watched yesterday's episode with Rob Lee, Tell with an Attitude. He's so amazing with his gifts. So, you guys, if you haven't watched it, pop back to yesterday's episode, watch that. Next week, we have our amazing dear soul sister, Victoria Reynolds, where she's going to be talking about how to cure your money disease and how to create more prosperity for yourself. So, you guys don't want to miss that episode next week. It's going to drop on Thursday, February 10th. So, I'm excited for that episode. And there's so much coming. And
Yes.
I'm even in the works of starting all male show to talk about the masculine energy, the sacred and masculine. I'm excited for that too. So there's so much happening. So yes.
Yes.
And yes, my dear Indigo, I will speak with you tomorrow. And to everyone, Rebecka, you want to take over?
Oh, I was just listening to you. You're on a roll. I'm like, whoa. I was actually thinking, I'm hungry. I want dinner. I'm like, oh, we almost done.
Well, in that event, everyone, thank you for tuning in.
No, it's all good. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And I so appreciate you and everyone that, tunes in to listen to us. We do this show for you guys and, we give our heart into it. So much appreciation for y'all. Just keep on doing what you're doing. You're all blessings here. So thank you. I just feel so honored. So till next time. Mwah. Keep
Till
on
next time,
exploring.
everyone, keep exploring.
Yes.